Hello, my name is Caroline Vidmar. I was a contestant on season 47 of Survivor, and I am so thrilled to be able to welcome you to Ale's YouTube channel. Ale is a Survivor fan who analyzes the game and its players at such a unique level of depth, insight, and intrigue. Ale is really driven to understand the players, their strategy, their experience on the island beyond just the surface level edits. And it is such a wonderful and rich perspective that I am excited for you all to be able to learn more about on this channel. And part of the reason why Ale is able to have such a unique and interesting perspective is because of his life experiences. Ale has been diagnosed with autism, and he is excited to share with you all how that has been able to shape his life experiences, his worldview, and the way that he lives life. And he also has so many interests as well that he is excited to share. He is a huge sports fan, especially football, and he absolutely adores travel and is excited to share his travel vlogs with you. And he also has a lot of professional experience in the tech industry and has wonderful, rich insights to share there as well. So if any of these things sound interesting to you and you want to learn more, you are in the right place.
Ale, hi, this is Savannah from Survivor 49. I am so excited to see you on this Wednesday, Survivor Wednesday. Hope you're ready for a new episode. I hear it's going to be a good one. And I see that you're a big fan with autism coming from Costa Rica. So cool. I love Costa Rica. And I love all of these questions that you've asked me. Clearly, you do have some sort of journalistic background because these questions are awesome. Let's get into it. First question, ever spoken Spanish? Actually, yes. I studied Spanish in school a long time ago. I don't remember a lot of it, but yo puedo hablar un poco español. I think I said that right. I'm usually better at understanding it versus speaking it. And I use Spanish typically when I travel now. So Mexico, Spain, Peru, Costa Rica. We'll get to that in a little bit. Ever known about ASD? Yes, actually. I have a little cousin who has autism. And then also as a journalist, when I was working as a journalist, I've done stories about children in particular who have autism, who were honestly mistreated in the school system. Those stories were always really hard to tell because you see these families hurting, and you also see these schools who were not equipped to work with children who had severe cases of autism. But on the flip side, I also told some really wonderful stories, I think in San Antonio and St. Louis, about new facilities opening up in communities to help out specifically kids who have autism. So those were always fun to report because then you get to see all the happy families and talk about new opportunities and resources coming to some different communities. Okay, question number 3. Ever gone to CRC, Costa Rica? Yes, and not only have I gone to Costa Rica, I'm planning a trip to go back. My family's going to Costa Rica next spring. We are so excited. When I was there, it was maybe like almost 10 years ago, so I'm due for another visit, but we loved seeing all the monkeys. That was my favorite part. I love seeing all the nature. Unfortunately, no monkeys in Fiji, so I'm gonna take full advantage of seeing all the wildlife when I visit next year. Honestly, I should have reached out to you for some advice for Costa Rica because you probably have a lot better insight than I do. Random fact about my season. Yes, okay, so a couple of random facts. When I went into Survivor, I really wanted to work with women. And so the first couple of days on Uli Beach, I was actually part of an all-girls alliance with Shannon and Sage. I had that one alliance here, and then I also had my alliance with Nate, Rizzo, and Shannon. And then I guess I had a third alliance with Shannon and Jawan. So honestly, me and Shannon had alliances with everybody. We were in a really good spot at the beginning of the game. But my alliance with Sage and Shannon was very real to me. And I could have seen a world where the three of us could have gone to the end together. And then when we switched tribes and it was just me and Soph on the Hina tribe, when I saw her walking over to our mat with a yellow buff, I went right up to her and I just gave her the biggest hug because I was so excited to see another woman on the tribe. But also I just got a good vibe from Soph and again, another woman who I thought I could work with. Okay, Advice for getting back into sports journalism. Okay, first of all, you're already an expert at asking questions. So you're already pretty equipped, I feel like, to do such a good job in this industry. But my number one piece of advice is to use all of your connections. You never know when there's going to be a job opening up and someone thinks about you as possibly being an option for the opportunity. So connect with different journalists. Use platforms like if you're on social media, if you're on LinkedIn or Instagram is a great avenue too. TikTok, comment on people's things, reach out to them, DM them, seriously, and reach out to your mentors who are still in the industry too and say, hey, I want to do what you're doing. How do I get there? Do you have any advice for me? Have them take a look at your reel. You never know when the right person sees your work and thinks, hey, actually, not only do I like this guy, I want to help this guy and maybe hire this guy. So use those connections to your best advantage. Okay, last couple of questions here. Favorite food? My favorite food is sushi. I love sushi. Either sushi or French fries, but the fries have to be like super fried. I hate a soggy fry. A nice crispy French fry, that is my go-to. And my favorite sport to play, or what I played when I was younger, was swimming. So if you'll see any of the water challenges, like, honestly, I do pretty good at the swimming part. But my favorite sport to watch on TV is basketball. I love how it's so fast-paced. There's always something happening. Whereas like with football, they're taking too many breaks. Ale, I am seriously so happy that you reached out to me. This is probably one of my favorite cameos that I've done. So thank you so much for all of your thoughtful questions. It's pretty incredible that you've been a fan of Survivor for 20 plus years. I'm kind of in the same boat, been a fan since forever. So I hope you enjoy our season. I hope it stacks up compared to some of the other seasons that we've seen before. And thank you so much, seriously, for rooting me on, for cheering me on. I so much appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Anybody watching season 49 of Survivor and is supporting me and supporting my cast, suscríbete al canal de Ale. Subscribe to Ale's YouTube account because he's got some great videos there.